Peace and blessings, y'all. This is DVJ&MICHELLE, and this is the Cold World Podcast, y'all. It's Monday. Yep, it is Monday, February 3rd, y'all. Yep. So I'll just start out by saying shout out to everyone that's listening. Shout out some of the early listeners for this month. We see y'all, Virginia, Maryland, Japan, Ukraine, Canada. Shout y'all out. I hope life's treating y'all well. Thanks for listening. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. Yeah, so on today's episode, you know what I mean, we're going to just be talking about all kinds of stuff. It's a Monday morning. Michelle and I are off today and tomorrow. Well, you know, she works, but from home on them days, you know what I mean? And I'm off on Mondays and Tuesdays normally, unless I get called in. So we're just catching up on the news. Probably have a little breakfast. About to have me some more MON FEB coffee. Shout out Collectivo Coffee. You know what I mean? And, let's see. Yep. A little more coffee. Some second cup. And, yeah. So, let's take on the week. Let's make it a good one. You know what I mean? And, keep yourselves safe. Enjoy this episode. It's about, I think it's around about close to 40 minutes or something like that. And then maybe check back in with us later. Yeah, that trade was crazy though, that Luka trade and stuff. But like I said, I think there's more to that. I think LeBron's going to end up in Dallas. I could be wrong, but I just think that. Because I think Kyrie and AD probably are trying to figure out a way to get him over there now. But we'll see what happens. Alright, y'all, get back to this episode and enjoy the music, the content, and the clips. Alright, y'all, peace. Got one more story for y'all here. It's crime time, y'all. This is DVJ reporting.
Gold medal Olympic track star Gabby Thomas is afraid that she's being stalked. Ms. Thomas says a group of strange men has been following her wherever she travels, showing up at airports all over.
See? What's this lady's name? The lady on Inside Edition? White men. She needs to say white men.
The country. And it turns out she's not the only star athlete who believes they're being targeted.
I need some advice right now because I fear that I'm being stalked.
Olympic gold medalist Gabby Thomas is freaking out. She says that random dudes are showing up at the airport whenever she flies and hassling her.
These guys are stalking me.
She says they somehow know what flight she's on, and they're waiting for her when she lands.
What scares me is that they have my flight information. Even when I don't even know what time I'm flying out sometimes, I don't tell anyone my flight information. They show up, and they ask me to sign a bunch of these photos and pictures of me, like 40 of them. I don't know what they're doing with them.
Autographed photos of her are valuable, selling for $125 each on eBay. She's not just a great athlete. She studied neurobiology at Harvard.
When I'm by myself, it's really scary.
Her social media post quickly went viral, prompting other high-profile athletes to speak up.
They're stalking me at O'Hare.
After Gabby posted this video of two men she says were harassing her,
two white men.
Internet sleuths identified one of them.
He has an arrest history, and he has a history of calling airlines every day to get flight reservation information about famous people and athletes. And I'm wondering who is selling him this information. This is crazy, and it's a huge operation, it seems like, and nobody deserves this. They're stalking me at O'Hare.
Yeah. So it says a group of white men have been stalking and harassing American Olympic gold medalist and Harvard graduate Gabby Thomas. Yeah. Yeah, those are white fellas. All right, y'all. Back to the episode. This is crime time, and this is DVJ reporting.
Check it out, y'all. Quick meal with Ajua Styles. Chickpea tuna salad. For those who don't want to eat a regular tuna salad and want chickpea tuna, very simple meal, fast, easy, limited amount of ingredients would be celery, onion, lemon, just mayo, and chickpeas. Yeah, this is something great for the family that you could whip up in an instant. As I said earlier, we are chilling with Ajua Styles, and the shirt is fired, by the way. Who gets fresh while they chefing? She does. But anyway, chickpea tuna salad, you know what it is. On some soft, nice bread. Boom! Quick meal with Ajo style.
Black Sean, what up? Bo, what up? Fools, what up? It's that shit, nigga. Yeah.
Is it spooky hours or goofy hours? What is life if your style is truly ours? They speaking on the money that's made, but if you're not a made man, it is nothing today. Hey. Well, it's David to be precise, beloved if we are tight. The foreign's been at the light, the gun's been on the waist, the lawyer's been on the case. And that's in every city with niggas that's on sight. Speaking of sight, yeah, I feel like construction. Me with the faculty, smoking J's to function. Meet at the crossroad, nigga right at the junction. Money on the ad workout, numbers is crunching. I'm the homie moving the juice. What's a moment of truth? So a lifetime of lies, these niggas give you the proof. They are not the one, shit not even the two. But what's a nigga to do? Tell them stay out the way, gun is curfew. You don't want to stay on and play. Used to really get it in, yeah, day after day. What you know about breaking the night? All holding a 9, I got a homie on it, taking a ride. Only thing that's on your mind is making it right. Shit.
Pennsylvania business admitting 100% of their staff are illegals. Speaking Spanish, we have no choice but to close this place because all the people who worked here, some are scared there's no one to come to work. Others have already been taken by immigration. The government seems to think they have a tax revenue problem. What about the tens of millions of illegals working under the table not paying taxes? I'm guessing America is full of these illegally operating businesses.
That's what I'm saying. Why don't the businesses get more heat for hiring people? They should be getting as much heat because like we were saying, if illegals knew that companies wouldn't hire them, because that's one of the main reasons they come, because they know they'll get some kind of work here. You know what I mean? And so, like, that's part of the reason they come. But if they knew there were, like, no one was going to hire them, some people probably wouldn't come. So part of the problem is the employer's fault. And they don't get no heat. No one ever talks about the, you know what I mean?
Like, I thought
running up in there.
Get fined or something.
Right. And I'm sure it happens, but, like, we don't hear about it. I mean, I'm sure we could go online and find, you know, a situation where the feds raided some, you know, company or whatever. There's a bunch of legal. I mean, it's happening now because they're going there looking for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's just like, yeah, the little man always gets in the most trouble sometimes. And then, like, the big person, you know, kind of like with the dope dealer, you know, the big man just kind of, you know, he goes and everyone underneath him ends up getting arrested, getting popped, going to prison and all that kind of shit.
Right.
There's audio here, too. Listen to this. It's in Spanish, though, y'all. Let's see. So this one, yeah, this is out of Pennsylvania, yeah, like Michelle was saying. Let's see.
Así es como los
19
negocios.
seconds.
Y no nos queda otra, mi gente, más que cerrar este local porque ya toda la gente que trabajaba aquí, unos están espantados, no quieren venir a trabajar, otros ya se los llevó migración y así es como los negocios empiezan a quebrar. Vámonos.
Yeah, ain't nobody showing up. That's what I was saying.
Y no nos queda otra, mi gente, más que cerrar este local porque...
Let's see what other bookmarks we got here, y'all. So, 2022 FAA diversity breakdown, occupation, and then, so pilots, percentage of pilots for the FAA and the diversity breakdown. Okay, the occupation, pilots, mechanics and techs, engineers, and air traffic. Those are the 4 occupations. Pilots, 94% were white, or are. Mechanics and techs, 84% white. Engineers, 83% white. And air traffic is 78% white. So, That's racist right there. Mexico has joined Canada, saying it will hit the U.S. with retaliatory tariffs and also target red states. Nice. Let's see what else we got going on here. Someone said these immigrants are strong as cat piss for this one. Let's see. I don't know what this is about. I'm going to play this, y'all.
Hi, Black American here. No, you can't use the song We Shall Overcome. That's our Black national anthem. Gotta come up with your own. Try Lean Back by Fat Joe, maybe. Speaking of Fat Joe, another reason you can't use that song is we don't want to wake up in a few years to see Mexicans online telling us we got it from you. No. The only thing they overcame was that border illegally. Speaking for all Black Americans, no. That's our song. It has cultural significance to us. Like we can't touch stuff that has cultural significance for you. We want the same rules over here. The golden rule, all 2025. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We can't use anything of yours. You can't use anything of ours. Respectfully, no.
These tariffs will...
Let's see what else. One more, y'all. So I'm just playing these, so.
Disgusted than what they felt was happening. Instead of, I know a number of people who voted for Donald Trump for the first time. They were so disgusted than what they felt was happening in the Biden administration. I talked to many of them this week. Instead of talking about the economy, I was fielding questions on whether or not the Trump administration wanted to stop commemorating Black History Month, Women's History Month, Hispanic Heritage Month.
This is the directive at a lot of the agencies, but DOD today put out a memo saying no more celebration of history months.
Or Holocaust Remembrance Day or MLK.
So I was fielding all of these questions. So when people said that they voted for Donald Trump because they were concerned about, the price of eggs and all of these type of things, because of Donald Trump's own doing, we're having to have this conversation about DEI. DEI, for many people, and I call them the woke right, it has become a stand-in for being black and unqualified. And what I would like for the Trump administration to do, Susie Wiles, I love her, never met her, want to meet her one day. I want them to ask the team, what was our message coming out of this week? And if they say that they felt as if it was successful, then we're going to have a very long 4 years.
Can I make a provocative argument?
All right, y'all.
Now it's another white man. You guys, you know what I'm going to tell you? You guys tickle me. I'm going to explain something to you. See, I watch a white audience. I study them. And black performers, white people, they talk about Chinese, they talk about Mexicans, they talk about Indians, they talk about everybody. And you guys, your language, your thing, you're into it. Because I study you. You're just laughing like you staring. You just laugh. You have no sense of humor on you. Your whole body, you're into it. But the minute you talk about white folks, that bullshit just... Make that nigger. Stop saying nigger. I'm getting a nigger headache. I can't. Make the nigger stop saying nigger. White folks made up nigger and don't want me to say it. Ain't that a bitch? You made it up. You shouldn't have made it up.
Ghost nigga. Black shine. Fuck around if you want. Rule 123 is I keep my 4-5 on me. Rhyme in the 6 and the 7. I'm straight and wait for the M8 with the big 9 on me. Probably in the Ritz with a zip of the dime on me. I don't call niggas sons cause none of them shine on me. We ain't auditioning, stop running your lines on me. I'm already in the spot, light as lime on me. Making a movie now, making a crime story. Shit, what up? In the veterans, you wanna fuck with me, you need the Wolverine skeleton. You ain't titanium, you can't take a bullet in your cranium. Gladiator, running the palladium. I'll kill you and get better. Life's a bitch, you can believe I did it. Yeah, I'm on the hustle, nigga, trying to get cheddar. You the movie, I'm the ghost. still much better. Yeah, I'll destroy you. Yeah, I'll destroy them. Acting like a bitch, then you probably got a boyfriend. Yeah, I do a white tee, fitted in some Nikes. Yeah, you know some gangsters, but none of them is like me. Precisely, talking to you nicely, plan to do you shicey. Nut you like a 10-cent, icy on a day that's 99 degrees. I'll sport you, I'll keep it 100. I cut them into portions. Bet he can't D-check them, hopping out the V to take the chain over V-neck. Bullets on E-check. No, I ain't from Brooklyn, but I do it like the D-check. D-block, harder than all of the devil's rejects. Move on.
You're under arrest for battering a healthcare worker and for photographing a healthcare worker. Hello.
Hello, Richard. We got 3 police officers here.
Yeah, I work for the Stewart Police Department.
Okay.
I was called to the hospital over at ER North where your wife is. Do you want to tell me a little about what's going on? I know you called into our dispatch and you said that.
Forbes or something. You're Forbes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Good, I'll talk to you. I was in the hospital. My wife said they'd be 10 minutes. We took her there. She was diagnosed with cancer. Had cancer surgery last week. Was up to see a doctor in Orlando this morning. Came home. She was nauseous. We went down to the emergency room because she was puking her guts out. And they said 10 minutes, you go back to see her. 2 hours after I'm sitting there, I said, can I please know what's going on? And they said, no, you're not allowed back there. I said, I need to know what's going on. Finally, a nurse came out, and I said, can you please tell me what's going on with my wife? Okay. She said, no, you're not allowed back there. I said, I need to talk to somebody that can give me what's going on with my wife. Okay, my wife is in a hospital. I'm her husband. Do I have the right to know? Yes or no question.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Well, what they told me is that
I'm asking you a question. Do I have a right to know what's wrong with my wife?
Just check. I was answering your question.
Okay, you're saying what they told you.
So the answer is I'm trying to be cordial with you here.
Okay, you can be cordial.
The answer is no. And okay.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Pops.
Hey, I got the cops here. They're trying to say my wife didn't want me back there for some reason. Yeah, that's what they're trying to tell me, sitting here at the front door. But the 3 of them, by the way, are major criminal.
No one said that.
But the, yeah.
Who's this?
Nick. This is his son-in-law.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey. Can I help you with something, sir?
Yeah, I'm that gentleman's son-in-law. We're on vacation, so we're out in California, just trying to understand what's going on. Is he allowed back at the hospital?
No, he's going to be trespassed from the hospital, so he won't be allowed to go there unless it's for some sort of medical emergency.
Okay, so you guys do not want him there. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that's clear on our end.
I took her picture. You can't take my pictures. And the guy with a gun tried to come at me with his gun. And you have videos of this.
And I already watched all.
Okay, so you know these guys are coming after me, and they blocked the door and won't let me leave the hospital.
No, that's not what happened. I watched the video.
I videoed it. I've got videos of it too, okay?
Of the surveillance camera?
Of what happened.
Okay. I just watched on the surveillance camera.
The guy with his gun wouldn't let me out the door, so I got out of the door. Him and 3 or 4 other people tried to follow me in my car and said, we're going to call the cops. I said, let's call the cops. You guys are screwed up. You can't forbid me to see my wife. Okay. Which is ridiculous, okay? So it is ridiculous. And I talked to another guy that was down there, one of the guys with the hospital liaison committee. He said they wouldn't let him in, and they escorted him out, too. Okay. Very good. I have.
Can you step outside for me?
No, I'm not stepping outside.
Book him down.
You need to step outside for me.
Why?
Because you're under arrest.
For what?
You're under arrest.
Assault and healthcare.
For sir.
Okay. Let me just get this on video if you're going to arrest me.
Relax. Relax. Do you want to get another charge? Do you want to get another charge?
They walked up in his house to arrest his ass.
You're under arrest for battering a healthcare worker and for photographing a healthcare worker. I know he already asked you. Any weapons on you? Anything sharp?
No. I'm going to call into you when you're coming here.
I was already coming.
Well, you don't want to hear my side.
I did. I listened to it.
Because it's hurting me like crazy, okay?
Okay.
Got one rotator.
I understand, but you didn't give us a lot of choice when you started to tense up.
I'm sorry, okay? I'll relax. It's just been my wife's in the hospital. They're telling me she's got all kinds of crap, and they won't tell me what's wrong with her. There you go. I'm not doing anything. I'm standing right here. It's policy. Oh, my gosh.
Sorry.
This one's stuck. Okay.
But dude, it's not perfect.
Okay.
Come on.
God.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. That hurts like crazy.
Okay. Just so you're aware, like I told you before, you're being trespassed from Cleveland Clinic ER North, so you will not be able to go there unless it's for some sort of medical. I'm relaying to you information that the security staff wanted me to tell you. It's their decision to trespass you. Let me finish explaining. Let me finish explaining. You're going to be trespassed from there for 1 year. If you go back there within 1 year's time, you would be that.
Hey, check this out. It seemed kind of funny.
They run. I mean, I've got high shoes and they run. I mean, I've got high.
Move, bitch, get out my fucking butt. It's Black History Month.
And they run. I mean, I've got high.
Move, bitch, get out my fucking butt. It's Black History Month. Bitch, get out my fucking butt. It's Black History Month.
I mean, I've got high.
Move, bitch, get out my fucking butt. It's Black History Month.
Usually ride around in the deep thoughts, the duchies that burn. I chose to learn whatever the streets taught. They ain't got respect for a weak boss. As soon as you creep off, they gon' turn your shit into meat sauce. Catch me in the alpha fatigue, thinking the jail is hell, so I exhale a mouthful of weed. And my man caught a body, had to bounce on the seeds. Made me drop a teardrop from the fountain of greed. Say life in the slum is horrendous. They ain't school, you gotta keep your gun in attendance. My niggas go numb, don't come to the sentence. They hit them hard, they gon' hit the yard and straight go for the fences. Spit from the spirit and the soul. Hop in the...
Peace and blessings, y'all. Peace and blessings. It's Monday. It is Monday, February 3rd, y'all. Time to take the dogs out. First sip of this coffee. Yep. Drinking the coffee out my I Love New York cup this morning. Yep. Just let the dog outside, you know what I mean? See what the weather's talking about. Probably hit the grocery store in a couple hours, grab a few things. Yeah, other than that, it's gonna be a pretty chill Monday, you know what I mean? Michelle and I are home on Mondays. And usually Tuesdays as well, so yeah. So Mondays, how some Mondays, like people don't look forward to, Mondays, that new work week, you're like, fuck. But like Monday for Michelle and I are like, nice. You know what I mean? Because we don't have to go in. She still works from home, but she just doesn't go into the office. But yeah, I'm normally off on Mondays and Tuesdays just all the time, unless I get called in to work, but it doesn't happen very much. Anyways, I'm rambling. Oh, it's nice out here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This feels like a cool spring day, you know what I mean? Yeah, so we just got the dog out here using the bathroom. Looking forward to this week. Man, I mean, you know, not looking forward to all the drama that's going on out here and just all the... Seems like every morning I wake up, it's like I'm just like anticipating some more bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want it, but you just know it's coming. You know, whether it's Trump or whether it's his cronies or whether it's something here locally. I'm probably hear the delivery trucks pulling up. Yeah, but what a weekend. Just pretty chill. Went pretty quick. Did y'all weekend go fast? Mine did. I'm going to leave Charlie out here for another couple minutes. Sometime, every once in a while, I feel like I take him back in too quick. I don't know if y'all can relate to. But in the wintertime, you know what I mean? It's too cold to be hanging out here all, you know, for 10 minutes or like actually walking the dog and shit like that. It's too cold. Because I know the dogs hate that shit too. When it's real cold, they just want to get out, piss, poop, or whatever and get back in. Because I know their little feet can't take all that. And then too, they got to worry about getting like the little salt and stuff caught in between their little toes and pads or whatever. So, anyways, I'm rambling. But yeah, so it's morning time. So I just want to say thanks to everyone that's listening. You know, no matter what day or time you're listening, we appreciate it. Michelle and I really appreciate it. And as Michelle would say, go out and do something good for somebody and enjoy the music, the clips, and the content. You know what I mean? And we appreciate everyone listening. Shout out Japan. You know what I mean? Shout out Ukraine. Shout out Serbia. Yeah. Canada. Shout out Canada. Man, yeah, Canada and U.S. are going at it right now. I appreciate Canada sticking up for their country, man. You know what I mean? They're like, United States, you ain't about to bully us around just because, yeah, man. And I love my country. I love the United States, but sometimes we'll be on some bullshit the way we treat people sometimes and just like, but a lot of that is Trump. You know what I mean? It's Trump. You know, and I'm not old or anything, but I've been around for a minute, you know, and I'm old enough to where I can tell you, here in America, we've never had a president like this acting all like dude acts. Trump's a stone cold bitch. And he's just on his vindictive shit. He's just trying to get people back for everything that he feels was done wrong to him. Nobody did nothing wrong to him. Those are all choices he made. You know what I mean? They tried convicting his ass. The only reason I would say he's not above the law is because at least they did try charging him. He was impeached twice. You know, he was charged, convicted of, you know, those felonies and stuff like that. But, like, just, you know, they couldn't get nothing to stick, man, to basically lock his ass up. But they tried, you know, all that, you know, they tried. And he's just on bullshit now. He's mad. You know, he thinks people are picking on him. No, those are all choices you made, horrible choices you made to do foul shit. Yeah, but dude's been able to exercise white privilege with his stankin' ass. Alright, I'm being quiet now. I'm about to let myself back into the building. That's why I started talking all low. Because when I get off that elevator, you know what I mean? It's super quiet in the hallway. I don't want to be disturbing people. Alright, y'all, but yeah. So anyways, just a little Monday morning conversation. So it's going to be just chill for the next couple of days, find out what's going on. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, you know, and I had brought it up probably about 4 or 5 days ago already about, like, how, you know, Trump and his cronies and shit are shutting down, you know, Juneteenth and Black History Month, just all the shit, you know, just anything that has to do with black or brown, they don't want it around, you know, whitey. And they're taking shit away. I mean, it's just so blatant, too, out here. Canceling all the black stuff they want to take from us. They don't want us doing shit. I'm telling you, if they could kick out black people out this country, they would have did that shit to us first. They would have left the Mexicans and migrants, or whatever we're calling people. They would have left them alone. Had they be able to fuck over black people first, we would have been the first ones to go. And that's what I'm saying. And we should know that. We know that. We know that. And then we sit back and see how they're treating Latin people. And we're knowing in our minds that if they had the ability to do that to us instead, they would. But then we'll just still sit back and allow them to treat another race of people that have tons in common with us. Ain't that crazy how that 10 to 12% of us will fight against the 88 to 90% of black and brown people? They'll fight against us while they sit up there and stick up for that white racist man. That shit's crazy as hell to me. I'll never be able to figure that shit out, ever. You know what I mean? That shit's... Man, I'm sorry I'm cussing. I'm going to try not to cuss anymore on this episode today. We'll see how that goes. Sometimes cuss words are like a period, you know, exclamation marks. You know, it kind of makes your thought or your sentence or whatever whatever you're saying, like, ugh, it gives it that extra oof. You know what I mean? Alright, y'all, let's get back to the episode. And if I'm talking real low, excuse me. Because like I said, I just walked back into the apartment building and it's really quiet. Like when you get off the elevator, you know what I'm saying? It'll be dead quiet. It's like, dang, is anyone in this building? So I just try to keep it to a level low. But yeah, so yeah, this is ridiculous out here though. I heard they were oh yeah, I didn't catch the gist of it, but Michelle was telling me that they were protesting and shit in LA. I want to look some more into that. You know, but even with like that, like, I appreciate the energy and all that, but that ain't gonna amount to nothing. We need to stop. We need to start not supporting their bullshit and just have some discipline. You know what I mean? I heard there's like that Latinos are supposed to be not going to work and all that kind of stuff too today throughout the country. Yeah. So we'll see how big that gets. But yeah, word around town is Latinos ain't going to work and shit today. We ain't doing nothing. So the whites can see. So the bad whites and the bad blacks and the bad Asians and the bad whoever can see how shit'll go if we're not doing nothing. Because let's just face it, a lot of these little jobs out here that some black and white people don't want to do, Latin people will be doing them. We'll be doing them, keeping our head down, quiet as hell, and don't say shit, and you know what I mean? Now watch, when people ain't doing them jobs, watch, this is just going to take a little bit of time. When people ain't, you know what I'm saying? When you pull up to your favorite little taco truck and that shit ain't there no more, or you call the roofing or landscaping business you've been calling for the past 5-6 years, and this number is no longer in service. Yeah, then y'all are gonna see It's called ripple effect. That's just crazy as hell. They just let white people get away with anything they want to. But they'll just be throwing black and brown people to the ground. That shit's crazy. All right, y'all, let's get back to this episode. Sorry for the rambling, but enjoy the music, the clips, and the content. You know what I mean? All right, y'all.
You probably didn't learn in school. Author and educator Ernest Krim III will be our daily instructor for the course. Here's lesson number 1.
What's up, y'all? It's Mr. Ernest Krim III, your favorite Black History teacher.
Shout
This
out.
is day 1 of 29 Black History facts you probably didn't learn in school. Let's get this started with ancient Egypt, a.k.a. the original name was Kemet, which translated to black. This advanced civilization is known for a lot of innovations and knowledge, but let me leave you with 3, and let's see if you learn. First things first.
Man,
You
I
might
hate
know
when
a
writers
squared plus b squared equals c squared as a Pythagorean theorem. But why is that the case when he admitted to learning this in Kemet? Shouldn't it be called the Kemetic theorem, or maybe even the Imhotep theorem? Speaking of Imhotep, he lived nearly 5,000 years ago and is regarded as one of the first doctors in history. In fact, the so-called father of medicine, Hippocrates, who came around 2,000 years later, is documented to have studied medicine in Kemet. And speaking of doctors, the first dentist in recorded history was from Kemet as well. His name was Hesiod. Did you learn this in school? Let me know online at Mr. Krim 3 or at CBS Chicago.